Hi friends and subscribers, dear subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Hill Tarot, and today we're going to do deck review and deck interview. Pick a pile. We're going to do 3 piles, and I hope it will help you to understand the deck more, and if you decided to work with this deck. Yesterday I already did this video, but for some reason I don't know why it just stopped filming in the middle, and yeah, it's just kind of changed the whole vibe. So I will do it again. I will film again today. And okay, so the review of this deck, let's start with it, is that it's very interesting deck to work with, in my opinion. But also it's not really, you know, it's not really how can I say this? It's said in the name is the gentle thrills, but the way I work with it, and when I work with it, sometimes it's kind of shouting and yelling at me, so I don't feel that it's a gentle thrills at all. Sometimes it's really violent thrills. I mean, with the respect that the deck want to let me know what it's like or not like doing. For example, when I did the video to pairing up the energy between this deck and the Saki Saki Tarot, yeah, it doesn't appreciate at all and start yelling at me. Okay, and then the guidebook itself, it's very interesting because first of all, on the uprights and the reverse, there is a guidebook, but it's only like one word. So I found myself to always come back to the guidebook. So during our deck interview session, please forgive me if I go back to the guidebook, because sometimes I feel it's necessary. Okay, so I'm not going to do a lot of review. I think it's pretty much right bang on the money. Like if with the correlation of the price of this deck, in my opinion, because it's a nice mass market edition of this deck. It has the indie version in 2020, and it's just came out this year for the mass market. I think with the price standpoint, you got a lot from this deck. Also because it's really chunky, you know, I really love the idea of it. I don't like kind of a skinny tarot deck because it's just keep losing on my hands for some reason. So yeah, I like the chunkiness, even though it's the card themselves are kind of not straight because the plastic situation, I think, but it's not a big deal. When you're using it, it's good to go. Okay, so let's start the deck interview, and today we're going to do 3 piles. The first pile is £1 British note with the flowers on them. Okay, that's pile 1. Pile 2 is 5 British pound with the late Queen Elizabeth on it. Okay, and the third pile is the 2017 Spanish 5-cent euro coin. Okay, so that is your piles, and I will do the question to these 3 decks. Okay, so let me reshuffle again. So the first question for the 3 decks is, what type of energy work that you could do with this deck should you choose to work with this Gentle Thrills Tarot by Isa Beniston? The kind of energy, please. Kind of energy work. Oops. Okay, it's open. It's for the first pile. And the second pile, please, for the energy work. third pile, please. Okay, and the second question is the wisdom that you will get from this, from working with this deck. The wisdom that you will get from working with this deck. The wisdom that you will get from working with this deck for pile 1. For pile 2, please. Oops. The wisdom for pile 3, please. Oh, you got 2. And the end is a deep teacher from this deck. Deep teacher card that will serve from this deck for pile 1, please. Pile 1, you already don't have patience. You want to have the reading already. Wow. Deep teacher for pile number 2, please. For number 3. Okay, so because I still doing this videos as a amateur, so you have to, if you choose pile 3, you just fast forward this video, okay? That will be your reading soon. And so let's do from pile number 1. Pile number 1, you are the one who chose the British £1 note, £1 coin, sorry, with all of these beautiful flowers in it, okay? So this is your pile. Okay, so what kind of energy that you will be able to do with this deck? It's the energy of strength. Okay, so so the strength here is talking about, you know, most of the time is with the lion, but this one with the dog. So somehow it's the, for me, it seems like it's the strength of domicile, you know. It's not just, it's not like a beastly strength, you know. It's not like really a raw energy that sometimes you don't understand where it come from. This shadow side, I think this is like something that a bad habit that you still have and you're still struggling with it, you know. So the energy work with this deck that you will have is how to tame the bad habit, if you will. There is no bad habit, but it's just like some habit is not really conducive for us, right? So this is the type of energy work that the deck wants to work with you. Okay, interesting. And what kind of wisdom that you will get from this deck if you decided to work with this Gentle Trails Tarot? The wisdom of the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh wow, I think there is a special keyword for this one. Let me actually check it out. I remember it's really different from the others. Oh yeah, so it's a spiritual poverty, you know. So yeah, it's a different kind of keyword, I think. So the wisdom here with the spiritual poverty, it wants to address the feeling of being alone and yeah, the lostness in life, you know. Maybe because you're like being in the same domicile all the time, and yeah, because the blue thing with the dots here is also here. So maybe you have like a little doubt or something in your domestic life, and working with this deck will give you the wisdom on how to reconciliate that. Okay. Oh. And the number 3 question is the deep teacher card from this deck, if you so choose to use it. is the Five of Swords. Okay, so the energy of the Five of Swords is the energy of like winning no matter what. So with this being the deep teacher, maybe also trying to tell you how to negotiate things. You don't have to step all all the people around you, so that they cannot go to you. This is all, it seems like it's a lot of words, hurtful words, so they cannot reach your heart, and you felt aloneness and the spiritual poverty, feeling like lostness in the world, um, like no one could understand you. So yeah, the deep teaching. So basically, pile number one, if you decided to work with this deck, the knowledge that this deck will work with you is the domicile life strength. How to negotiate and how to be connected with the people in your environment. Basically, maybe it's your family. I feel it's family more than workplace, but maybe it can also be expanded. Maybe also in your community you feel not connected, so this deck would like to work with you on that. So that is my deck interview for you, pile one. If you like this channel and you've been watching it a lot, please don't forget to subscribe, comments, and like and share with your friends. They probably use the same choose the same pile as you or different one. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Hi, pile 2. If you choose the 5 cents British pound with the Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth face on it, this is your pile, okay? So the deck interview today, the first question is, what kind of energy work that you can do with this deck if you so choose using it, okay? So it's the energy of the Eight of Wands. Wow, this is like really beautiful energy. Look at this. Wow, the Eight of Wands in here is being the flowers and plants and all of this. And most of the time, the energy of Eight of Wands is the energy of fast moving, but the very fast moving energy to manifestation, and so this one as well, although we are given the chance to see as well, this is the energy of growth, not just like doing it straight away everything, but also the energy of patience and belief and the trust, the trust that from the fruit and from the pips of the fruit, it will grow into a tree and will give you another fruit. So it's like a reincarnation and some kind of pattern of growth here, and all go back again to the earth. Beautiful. So yeah, the energy work here is the energy work of gratitude and of growth and the understanding of what growth mean and what is living in the earth mean for you. Wow, it's a good one. Beautiful. And what is the wisdom that you will get from this card if you so choose to work with it, with this deck? It's the energy, is the wisdom of the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, most of the time the figure in the Rider-Waite-Smith with the Five of Cups is someone who just keep thinking of the loss of the previous relationship, or the previous beautiful situation in the life, and the person in Rider-Waite-Smith cannot see that there is still two cups that up and ready to fill. It's the energy of loss. And in here with the bat going out there, with these 3 cups coming down with this black water here, the wisdom here It seems like it's to understand that not much is lost really, and the thing that you've been losing is the thing that needed to go, you know. And it's it's not really going, because the bats, they always come back to where they going, you know, and they using sonar. So also it's probably, it's giving me the sense that it's the wisdom of someone. Maybe you lose sight or something like that, and it's encouraged for you to use your other way to communicate or something like this. Maybe you lose your hearing, or maybe I don't know. It's just give me this kind of vibe, because with the bat, they see with the sonar system on their mouth or something like that, with the sound. So they see with hearing basically, and maybe that's what the wisdom here, you know. The wisdom here also, not to just lament with the things that has gone, but also using patience with using this energy to develop a new kind of seeing. Maybe you can see with hearing, maybe you can see with talking, you know. That's the wisdom. Okay, and the last one is, what is the deep teacher card in this deck if you so choose to use it? Wow, the devil. Yeah, look at this devil, is so beautiful. So with this devil, and it's kind of like a, a devil that entrapping itself, but not really. It's kind of remind me of this, the bat, you know. So it's, the devil here is the bat, so it's probably, that's what it is. Your, the deep teaching here is like to teach you how to not overusing one ability or one way to communicate to the world, but actually to break free and then use patience to develop other way to communicate, you know, just like what we said just now. To maybe you can see by hearing, you know. You can imagine, you can visualize when you're listening to a music or something like this. Maybe it's like this, you know. And the deep teaching is to the deep teaching is to make you understand what makes you addicted to certain things. Maybe you're like, for example, you like to collect stamps, and that's using sites a lot, right? Because you have to be very precise, which kind of stamps, which edition. And it's become like something that very addictive for you. You keep looking for a new stamp or an old stamp, and your weekend after work, it's filled with it. And the devil here is trying to teach you, no, you can also hear the story of the stamp. You don't always have to see it and just like own it, but you can hear the story of the stamps, how it's made as well, you know. So a different kind of relating to the world. So that is your reading, pile 2, if you decided to work with this deck. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends who also thinking of working with this beautiful Gentle Thrills Tarot as well. Okay, thank you so much. See you day and night. Have a nice day and night anytime you watch it. Bye-bye. And the last pile, pile number 3, if you so choose the 2017 5-cent euro from Spain, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so the energy work that you could work with this deck is the energy of the 4 of Swords. Okay, so it's the energy of respite, of taking a break, you know, but taking a break mentally. If you see, this is like only the head, and one sword is like laying down under her, where the other 3 is here. So the 3 of Swords is the energy of heartbroken, or maybe you're like in a grieving period, and so this energy work with this deck is about how to alleviate your grieving process and how to let yourself be within this grieving process. Okay, I'm so sorry if that's what you've been through right now, or it can be also the 12-step process, you know, like anger, understanding, or denial. When you do like AA meetings, alcoholic meetings, something like this, it could be also for that. Or I'm so sorry to say this, if you're also cancer patients, for example, and you don't know where you are today in your feeling and you want to navigate this, this deck would help you with this energy work. Okay, so that's where you are. And you have 2 wisdom cards if you so choose to work with Gentle Thrills Tarot. The first one is the 4 of Cups, and the second one is, which one? It's 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, boy. So yeah, the 4 of Cups. So the wisdom here, it's the fear that you probably won't be able to work with what you used to do, and you're kind of drown in it. You cannot see the gift from the situation. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry with the grief process. Yeah, so the wisdom here is like how to find a new type of work that can enable you still doing what you like to do prior to this situation of the grieving. Okay, and how to alleviate the feel of stuckness and inability to see things as it is, basically. I'm so sorry, pile 3. I hope if you decided to work with this deck, you really can work with this wisdom of the deck. Okay, and the last one is the deep teacher of this deck, if you so choose to work with it, is the energy of the moon. Wow, yes, of course. So the moon is about intuition, it's about things that you don't see, and it's about the, you know, in the Rider Waite Smith, in the moon is like the crab coming out from the water. It's basically, it's about to understanding the feeling that you feel, and sometimes the feeling that you repress for so long, and now because of the grieving process, it came out a lot within you. So the deep teacher in here is to understanding the unknown, and what does that mean for you if you so choose to work with this deck. I'm going to hug you, pile 3, and I'm going to pray for you if you in a state of like sickness or something like that, that life altering condition. Could be hard, and I hope you can gain your health soon. Okay, so that's it, the deck interview of the Gentle Thrills Tarot, guys. And thank you so much if you look at this deck interview for so far along, and the way that you can help me get more algorithm into my channel, so I can get more people can see my channel, is please subscribe, like, comment, and share. I hope this video can help you as they also helping me. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for having me in your YouTube time. I really appreciate your time. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Have a good day and night wherever you watch this video. Bye bye.